mountain, you're arguably a local. Locals like to draw unusual lines across their mountains. Tourists usually follow the lines the ski area has pre-drawn for them. Oops and Poops is one of those lines that locals have drawn. It starts just right of Chamois, with a nosebleed steep, cliff-lined face that launches skiers into a sneaker chute through the forest that ends at a keyhole notch formed by a large rock wedged between tall pines. Dropping through the keyhole puts you atop a 10-foot-wide natural half-pipe that descends for over 1,000 feet of crazy angled possibilities. Think pinball at 30 miles per hour. Riding the pipe well requires a significant amount of creativity. The tourist choice is the center line. Just ski down the middle of the damn pipe and be done with it. But the middle of the pipe is actually strewn with boulders that form mini cliffs at often inconvenient moments. These obstacles may result in that familiar mountain experience known as shitting your pants, thus the run's name, Oops and Poops. Plus, on a personal note, I think the center line is bullshit. Most tourists don't ski 10-foot-wide cliff-lined corridors with ease, thus their choppy, staccato, weak-ass attempts at turning create a drunken array of asymmetrical moguls that don't mix with my flow-and-destroy approach to skiing. I'd also like to mention that tourist is the polite term. In the parlance of mountain culture, a tourist is a Jerry. As Thatcher Stone, creator of the Jerry of the Day video series, once explained to Free Skier magazine, within the ski industry, a Jerry, otherwise known as a gaper, a joey, a gorb, etc., is someone doing a boneheaded move. My personal definition of a Jerry is an individual who exhibits a true lack of understanding for their sport or for life in general. Locals, on the other hand, approach their sport with high-speed creativity, a form of intuitive problem-solving that I've come to think of as fast geometry. Oops is a solid example. If you want to ride Oops with style and flow, beware the lure of the center line. Instead, with gleeful and wanton abandon, hurl your meat carcass onto the walls of the pipe for a round of fast geometry. The walls are steep, running anywhere from 35 degrees to dead vertical. At most ski areas, a tilt of 35 to 40 degrees is a single black diamond run of the most difficult variety. Double black diamonds, experts only, fall away at 40 to 55 degrees, or steep enough that you can reach out your hand and touch the slope. Above 45 degrees, any turn you make will likely include a 3-foot free fall before you re-encounter the surface of the earth, which explains the hop and drop technique developed by early steep skiing pioneers. The secret to riding a line like Oops creatively is to ride the entire pipe. Make big arcing turns onto the wall, hop off something, usually a stump or rock, and drop into the smooth transition that blends the pipe's wall with its bottom and with enough acceleration to ride up the other side of the wall and repeat the process. Of course, in a normal half-pipe, the walls aren't lined with obstacles, and the pipe doesn't take abrupt 45-degree turns, as the Oops' pipe does on 3 different occasions, but whatever. When you ski a run like Oops at speed, which is the only way to ski this line with any fluidity, you don't get to see much. All the brain really gets is a millisecond to recognize a terrain feature, recognize the feature's angles, recognize the trajectory that the human body will fly off those angles, and then it's go time. Fast geometry. Compute, then execute, or tomahawk. What does tomahawk mean? It means to tumble, ass over tea kettle, down the side of a mountain. On February 26, 2020, Ryan Wicks, my ski partner, and I were skiing Oops on the last powder day of the season. We didn't know it was the last powder day, nor was there much powder. Maybe 2 inches of new snow had fallen, but we hadn't seen new snow since January, and the presence of the fluff brought out the rowdy. I remember little from the day except blazing down Chamois, carving hard right onto the cliff, and blasting through the keyhole notch and onto the top of the Oops' halfpipe. I leapt off something, bounded over something else, then carved high on the pipe's right wall. About 10 feet in front of me was a little pillow of fresh snow, perched atop a small boulder beside a towering pine. My brain saw the snow pillow and made an unusual suggestion. Sliding spin 360. The thing about fast geometry, there's no time for internal debate. When your brain makes a suggestion, you either execute immediately or drop out of flow because you're now catawampus and taking an awkward line down the mountain. Or you're catawampus taking an